video where I attempt to explain asexuality as sexual orientation. How's that for a clear topic sentence? Or a thesis statement? I've been out of school for 2 years. I made a video like this a while ago, and a lot of it's gonna be the same. I'm just kind of updating, but I have a tripod now, first of all. We're probably all familiar with heterosexuality, attraction to people of a different gender. Homosexuality attracts people of the same gender. Bi and pansexuality attracts people of multiple genders. But you might not be familiar with pansexuality, but I'll let that video be made by someone who is pansexual. I'm going to focus on asexuality, which is not being attracted to anyone regardless of gender. If you're not familiar with asexuality, you might think it's weird that some people just don't feel sexual attraction, but it's not. That's it. It's literally just like any other sexual orientation. I am going to explain it more in depth. Hopefully it'll make sense, clear up any confusions you have. It may sound like asexual people can't have sex, but they can. They might not want to, but they physically can. Some asexual people, or aces for short, are totally grossed out and repulsed by sex. And there are some who are totally cool with it as like a thing they could do. And there's some who are in between, you know, really just depends on the person. Now, one reason an asexual person might have sex is because they have a romantic partner who is not asexual, and the two of them have discussed it and decided to have sex after communication and absolute consent on both sides. Because if you don't have consent from both sides, then it's not sex, it's rape. Just want to make that clear. Another reason an asexual person might have sex is for funsies, like anyone else. I mean, you can have sex with someone without being sexually attracted to them. You might even enjoy it, like, I hate that guy, but he's great at sex or something. I don't know. This is a thing that happens from my understanding. So let's transition here with asexuals and romance. Asexuality is sexual orientation, but there are also romantic orientations. And the prefixes are the same, like aromantic, homoromantic, etc. But someone's sexual orientation and romantic orientation might not be the same. For example, there could be a girl who's asexual, but she wants to date other girls or whatever. And maybe they have sex or maybe they don't. It's up to them. Stay out of their hypothetical business. I feel like it's important to talk about different romantic orientations for asexual people because there are a lot of asexual people who are in romantic relationships and they feel bad because they don't want to have sex with their partner, or they're not sexually attracted to their partner and they feel like they should, or they should be. But on sort of the other side, and this is a little more like a personal experience, when I found out that I was asexual, when I found out what asexuality was, it was this huge relief because, you know, it made sense for me. But when I was coming out, I kept being like, but I could still date. And I am a romantic. I wanted to be seen as normal still or something. I don't really know, but it just took me longer to realize that I was aro, and I want to just say it's okay and it's normal to be asexual and have romantic feelings for someone, and it's okay and it's normal to not have any attraction, sexual or romantic. So there's an emerging theme here about the specifics of asexuality varying from person to person, and asexuality itself is a spectrum, and there are sort of related sexualities that fall under the ace spectrum or the ace umbrella. There are some people who don't feel any attraction at all. There are also people who feel some attraction, but it's short-lived or less intense or more rare. These people might identify as gray asexual, or graces for short. Another sort of related sexuality is demisexuality, where a person doesn't feel sexual attraction until after a strong emotional bond has been formed with another person. And this is not like, oh, he's hot, but I don't have sex on the first date. It's not deciding to hold back. The attraction literally is not there in the beginning. This is a real and valid sexuality, just like all the others that I just want to say right now that cars are going by through that window and they're like reflecting light, so if I'm flashing, that's what's going on. It's gotta be hard for demisexual people who thought they were asexual until they realized they were in fact demi, because as an asexual person, or really any sexuality that isn't straight, you always hear, oh, you just haven't found the right person yet, which is just... So I worry that makes it difficult to talk about demisexuality sometimes, because a narrative could come off sounding like they were asexual until they found the right person. And I mean, I don't really have like a solution here. I'm just putting it out there for your consideration. Demisexuality is real and demisexual people are valid. It's also achiosexuality, which is when you feel attraction but don't necessarily want it to be reciprocated. Now I'm going to be perfectly honest with you here. I'm not 100% solid on this one. Like, I knew it was part of the ace spectrum, but I just had to go look up what it was, from what I understand, asexual people might feel sexual attraction but don't necessarily want to act on those feelings. If I'm wrong about this, straight up let me know. Like, it's awesome that all these new terms are emerging because it means that people are going to find an identity they feel comfortable with, and the fact that there's a discussion happening, but it's hard to keep them all straight sometimes. Keep them all straight. It's not straight. Okay. And if you're watching this because you're trying to figure yourself out, hopefully this is more helpful than overwhelming, but don't feel like you need to rush to label yourself. Some people feel more comfortable knowing that there's a specific term that they can relate to, but some people just say that they're in the spectrum or they use a blanket term. It's totally up to you and what you feel most comfortable with. One thing I want to address, it's not exactly like a myth, but it's kind of like a dirty subject, so people don't necessarily talk about it, and then other people will make their own assumptions. But welcome to Elliot's health class. Asexual people can masturbate. I guess one of the confusing things about this might be why, and the answer to that is the same reason as everyone else, I guess. But yeah, I made a PowerPoint for Tumblr on asexuality, and I mentioned this, and I started getting messages from people who were thanking me for including it because they thought they were asexual, but they would still masturbate, and they thought the two were conflicting, so someone's gotta say it, you know? Alright, what other fun facts do I have up my sleeve? A sort of way to show ace pride is to wear a black ring on the middle finger of your right hand, or if you're gray sexual, you can wear like a gray or silver ring, same thing. But unfortunately, they do not send you a ring in the mail when you come out, so like I don't have one. There's this website called AVEN, which stands for Asexuality Visibility Education Network, and it's a good resource, but I like don't use it because it's mostly forums and I'm not that social. But there was a discussion one time about like what's better than sex, and everybody agreed that cake is way better than sex. And it kind of took off, like, so now it's this thing where asexual people love cake, and some people like embrace this, and people are like really annoyed by this joke at this point. I was at a cafe with my sister and her boyfriend once, and I got a slice of cake, and we were talking about how like my sister generally doesn't like cake, and I was like, I have to like cake, because if I don't, the ace police will crash through those windows and they will take my ace card away from me. It's literally just an ace of spades that I got from a deck of cards, but they will take it like the vegan police and Scott Pilgrim. Freeze! Vegan police! Vegan police! Hopefully this video was helpful to anyone questioning their sexuality, or if you know someone who came out as asexual and didn't really get it, or if you're just trying to educate yourself in general. Hopefully I covered everything major. Go forth and be secure in who you are. The shirt I'm wearing says I only bang drums. I'm sitting down. I only bang drums because I'm asexual and I play drums sometimes, and it's like banging, and it's like bang, yeah, jokes.